Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to This Week in Munster.
Good morning.
The weekly television show. Actually, it's twice a month that we talk about the different things that are happening within the town of Munster. My name is Chuck Gardner. I'm a councilman in Ward 3, and taking Dave Nellon's place this week as the host. With me, I have two members from the Munster Civic Foundation. Liz Madronzak. Welcome, Liz.
Hello.
And Liz, and Vanessa DeRusso, too. She's our project manager from Heart and Soul. You can tell we prepared this a long time for the show.
Smooth operation.
But again, a couple different things. We want to talk a lot about the Civic Foundation. There's a lot of good things happening with the Munster Civic Foundation, but typically we want to start out just talking a little bit about, we had a Munster Council meeting last night, and on the agenda there was a couple things that more or less just some housekeeping items, some different, but there's two or three things I really want to call people's attention to. One, there was a new senior committee put together called Munster Wellbeing Improvement for Senior Experience, the WISE Committee, which each of the councilors will appoint two people to in the next 10 to 14 days. And that'll take a look at some of the senior programming within town. If you are interested in being one of those committee members, please contact one of your counselors. Also, there was we received a grant, and we approved a grant for Safe Streets and Roads for All, which is a lot about improving the walking and pedestrian experience along streets, and also making the streets maybe just making them a little bit safer by slowing some of the streets down. So there's an audit that will be taking place with the Safe Streets and Roads for All. And finally, there was the other larger item on there was a security camera purchase, which again covers the police department, the parks department, the town hall, a lot of different municipal buildings, parks areas. And they'll be getting some new security cameras and things along that line. So, again, we would also invite anybody who wants to view. I'm not sure why you'd want to look at the council meeting the day after. They're not that exciting. But if you are that type of person that wants to hear some additional information about the Munster Town Council meetings, please go to our website, munster.org. And through a couple different clicks, you'll find a video recap of the show, of the council meeting last night. And be happy to answer any questions you have. So with that, let's get into the show and let's talk about what's going on with the Munster Civic Foundation. Liz, how long have you been a member of the Civic Foundation?
I'm in my second year now.
Very good.
So I'm kind of new compared to some of the others.
And how did you get involved with the Civic Foundation? This is maybe twisting some arms,
Dion
right?
Polsey roped me in, literally.
No, the Munster Civic Foundation is an arm of the Munster Town Council. All 5 council members are on the board of directors, and what's nice, and Liz is one of those 20 resident members that are part of the Civic Foundation. It's a group that for the last 30 years have been trying to do things that create a vibrant and involved community.
Exactly, and I had been looking for something like this to get involved with. So when Dion called me, I was like, yeah, let's do this, And while I go to the meetings and try to help with other programs, the main thing that I work on is our utility box beautification program, which we call Beauty in the Box.
It is neat, and you and Dion have done a wonderful job with the Beauty in the Box program. But talk a little bit about how this started and why are you so excited about this program? Because it really is a cool program.
It really is. Art in our community is we could always use more art. I am a realtor, so I know how this adds to our property values when there's beautiful things to look at and interesting things to look at. It's not just ho-hum, regular stuff. Munster started, there's art throughout the city, but like the tulip program that started a couple years ago, that really drew a lot of attention, locally to different places around town and the different styles. And now this takes it up another notch. There are other cities around the country and around the area like Valparaiso and Crown Point that have done similar programs where you take your ugly old utility boxes that are at every intersection, in town. There's 33 of them. And let's wrap it with some original artwork and really, make it more beautiful. And we started the program last year. And I'm so excited to say that things are picking up. Like year one, we had 3 boxes installed. It always takes a little time to get things up and running. But right now, we have about 1/3 of our total boxes committed to right now. And it's from big companies like NIPSCO and Powers Health to small individual companies like Total Hospitality Solutions, and the school town of Munster and things like that.
It's really neat. And again, I think what's unique about this is nobody knows what a utility box is until Liz and Dion starts talking about, hey, let's make these things a beautiful thing. The 3 boxes, one of the boxes at Calumet Avenue in Columbia, which is over by Centennial Park. Another one's at White Oak Avenue in Main Street. And the third one that's up there right now is right across the street from the People's main branch at Columbia and Franlin.
Right.
And again, talk a little bit about if a company's interested in getting one of these boxes decorated. What's the process?
Okay. First of all, you contact me or Dion. You can go to Munster. Here, let me show you. You can go to munster.org/electrifying. I think that's on there. Or call the town and they'll connect you with us. And basically, we'll send you the packet. And basically, what it costs is if you want one of our artists to work with you to come up with your design, it's $2,500. If you have your own artist, it's only $200. So that $500. I'm sorry, $2,000, because that $500 goes to the artist. That's paying the artist for this. And we'll help you. We'll hold your hand. We'll take you through the process. And then there's another company in Valparaiso that actually produces the wrap that goes around the box, and they install it. And that will stay put for 2 years or more,
Yeah, and it's really, and again, the longevity of these boxes. Again, the artwork that was put out last fall still looks as bright and vibrant as it did when it was first installed. And again, the couple that you're talking about that are going in now, I think it's Saxon Development and Powers Health, are the next 2 boxes we're wrapping. When do you think those will be done? When can we kind of expect some of those to be, because it is weather dependent and we have to be careful about saying exact dates, but.
Right. Hopefully by the end of this month.
Okay.
Or, well, it's already the 20th, sorry. So by mid-May, by Mother's Day.
Well, and again, you are listening to This Week in Munster. It's the show that's on twice a month. Usually after our Munster Council meetings, we kind of highlight some of the activities that happen at the Munster Council meeting, but more importantly, we try to preview some of the things that are coming up. And today we are talking with Liz Madronzak and Vanessa DeRosa. We'll get to you in just a second, Vanessa. But we're going to just kind of wrap up this segment here with the Beauty in the Box part, because, again, it is trying to bring artwork to Munster in some of those unusual ways.
Exactly.
Again, now we talked a little bit about businesses. They can contact Civic Foundation at munster.org if they want to send an email. But if, again, artists can do the same thing, right?
Exactly. We have a list of existing artists who have reached out to us saying they want to participate, but that list is always expanding. So if there's somebody out there that knows how to create digital art, this is not a painting, this is not woodworking or anything. It's digital art. Please contact us. We'd love to add you to our list.
And is anything with the Civic Foundation and really the town of Munster, we want involvement from the town. If you have some ideas or suggestions, or maybe you want to, you have a group of people and you're just trying to figure out, hey, we really like this utility box program, but we're not sure how to maybe get the money together, or we have an idea, how do we make this idea from a concept to an idea to an actual application.
Right.
Give Liz or Deanna a call, because they have really worked with some of these. NIPSCO is a good example of really working with a company to try to get what we really want, and that we want artwork. We don't want this to be advertising. We want this to be an artwork and really show some vibrancy.
Exactly. These are not ads at all. But there are little squares, or not so little squares, but there are squares acknowledging who sponsored the box. So you do get recognition for your investment in the town. But again, it's the sky's the limit as far as what kind of design you want. We have some really creative ones already out there, and more on the way. And as a personal favorite, one of the boxes is going to be dedicated to the IU football team.
Oh, really? I didn't even know
you-
that.
You didn't hear that from me yet.
Well, Liz, I can't thank you enough for all your efforts and Deon's efforts for really getting this process moving forward. And as we've said a long time, this isn't a sprint. This is a long distance
Right.
race. We're going slow and steady. And I think really by the end of this year, or even the end of summer, I think you're going to see a good number of these boxes filled. And again, if you have a company, a group of residents, a service club, anybody that's interested in really creating much more of a vibrant, artistic, exciting look in the town of Munster, feel free to give us a call, because these utility
Please.
boxes, I think, are really a cool thing.
Exactly. So again, as Chuck summarized, it's $2,500 if you want one of our artists to do it. $2,000. It gives you that box for 2 years. You can renew it later, but at least you are guaranteed for 2 years. It's weather dependent on the installation, but we're at the beginning of the year now, so we'll have from now until October before it could be installed. And like I said, we have about 7 boxes that are under development right now, so you'll see them cropping up throughout the summer. But if you're an HOA, a local community, and there's a box near the entrance to your subdivision, pitch in. It's not a lot of money, and you really can beautify the town.
Exactly. It's a great piece. But again, thank you very much, Liz, Deon, for your help and all
Loved
this.
it.
And Deon wasn't able to make it. She always finds a way to cancel out of these meetings. But
Yeah.
but again,
I got to be in Florida.
yeah, exactly. But thank you very much. And again, this is This Week in Munster. It's the show that the town of Munster puts together, try to highlight some of the activities that are going on in the town, trying to get the word out of some of the exciting things that are happening. Certainly, today is April 21st. This weekend, April 25th, is Earth Day at Heritage Park. Heritage Park is one of those really unique parks in town that not many places have. It's a wooded area. It's got historical in nature from the old Stagecoach Inn and things like that with Mrs. Beaker. And again, the Caskey House is still there. The Historical Society will have tours throughout the house there. There's cleanups going on at Beaker Woods on Saturday. And also there's a number of different groups that will be out there to kind of just give some ideas of what's going on. So we really invite you to come out to Beaker Woods, or actually the Heritage Park, which is on the east side
street,
of
yeah.
Columbia Avenue, and just spend a couple hours out there. It's a great park. Not many people realize it's still there, but a great park to come out. Now, we turn our
Hi.
attention to Vanessa DeRosa. Vanessa,
Hi.
welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
And you are a relatively new person with the town of Munster
Yes.
and the Heart and Soul. Can you kind of give a little bit of, Vanessa is our new Heart and Soul coordinator. Heart and Soul, what does that all mean?
So Heart and Soul is a national initiative. It is a grant-funded program through the Legacy Foundation, and it's all about making sure that the future of our town is shaped by the people who live there and also play there and work there. It's a completely resident-driven process where we go out, we're going to listen to the community, we'll gather stories from the community, and we really just want to understand what matters most to everybody. And we're going to touch base with everybody across all ages, backgrounds, and all the different neighborhoods. So we're not going to focus on any one single group because we really want to hear what everyone has to say. And the end goal is to turn all of those shared values into action that's going to help guide the future of where Munster goes, and I think it'll be great.
It's really cool from the standpoint, and again, I want to thank Brad Hemingway and Wendy Miss for really
Yeah.
spending a lot of time and effort in getting this program from the grant application, which we do as many times as grant applications, always wait to the last second to put the grant application together. Wendy and Brad did a fantastic job of putting this together, and having the support of the Legacy Foundation with this really is kind of a neat thing. I know you've worked quite close in your first couple of weeks with the Legacy Foundation.
Yes, I've been working with, her name's Miranda. She's been showing me all about the Community Heart and Soul program and really getting my feet wet so I can also understand and help guide our volunteers that will be recruiting, that we're in the process of recruiting.
Yeah, and so much when we start talking about resident involvement, it's a hard thing to do because a lot of people are so busy nowadays. How do you see kind of getting people engaged in the town? Is this going to be through events or workshops, or what's kind of the way to get moving forward with this, you think, Vanessa?
Well, we had our first event last week on Thursday, and we had about 30 people show up, which is more than I was expecting, and I'm really happy to see it, especially because I am one of those silent observers usually. But now that my kids are older, I really want to take action and make sure this all goes smoothly. But we will be at probably all of the events this summer. We'll have a group of volunteers that will be at booths. So we really want to engage all residents who are going to come to all the events. So you'll be seeing our booth. We have a tablecloth, we have signs. You won't be able to miss us.
And again, a lot of this is being funded through the Legacy Foundation.
Yeah.
It was a $90,000 grant. Approximately $45,000 each year will be spent on outreach, coordination, and getting people's input into all of this. If there's residents out there now that say, boy, this is a great idea, how can I get more involved in this? And first of all, how can they get involved? No, let's say, who should they contact to get involved first? And then second is, what are some of the types of roles and responsibilities that people have that are available for people to get involved with?
Yeah, so if anyone wants to get involved, you can like our Facebook page and message us through there. We also have an email, munsterheartandsoul@gmail.com, and I check it periodically, so I'm always responding. If anyone wants to get involved, those are the two ways you can do it. But also, there was a two-part to that question.
What are the different spots for people to be involved with?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I shouldn't ask two different questions. I actually think, Vanessa, the questions are out of order, but that's okay. I'm not getting critiqued as the host here, so my apologies. But go ahead.
As long as I don't get critiqued as the responder, I'm fine. So we are looking for volunteers to help even if you are good at talking to people, we need people to gather those stories, like being at community events and just talking. So if you have the gift of gab, we could totally use you just to talk to residents and help gather those stories. If that is not your thing and you're not a talkative person, we also need people who can just data gather for us and look through the notes and submit all that. Also, someone who's good at event planning and helping plan what events we should be at or how we should do things, running social media. I mean, if you have a talent or no talent, there is a spot for you, and we can use all the volunteers we can get.
It is really something, and the variety of people that live in town. And again, some people, when you ask the question, do you like living in town? They'll give you a one or two answer, yes or no.
Right, yeah.
Then there's other people that will give you a 10-minute response.
Right, a novel.
And again, that's what this program's all about. We're trying to gather all those types of responses. What would you like to see Munster be like in 5 years or 10 years?
Yeah.
What do you see is the way to move forward? Because again, one of the things that's kind of always interesting when you start talking about planning is change. And people are always a little bit concerned about change. But this is a program that lets people kind of express what they're feeling about what
absolutely.
they see. And that's kind of what we're looking to do, right?
Well, and everyone has an opinion, clearly, right? I mean, everyone has an opinion, and this is your chance to voice that opinion. Whether it's something positive you want to see that Munster does, or you're like, I don't like that Munster is doing that. This is your opportunity that everyone wants to have to really voice your opinion and help shape where Munster's going.
Very good. And again, this is a program, while certainly we're very thankful for the Legacy Foundation, we are also very thankful for the Civic Foundation. Again, the 5 counselors that serve as the board of directors, Wendy Miss, who's the treasurer of the Civic Foundation, our executive director, Jim Marino, who's our town manager, and really the 20 residents that are on that group. I've come home from a couple of those meetings this year and just said, wow, we really do have a great group of people on the Munster Civic Foundation. And actually, we're meeting tonight on April 21st to kind of go through some of this stuff. And I know I want to quickly highlight, and we'll get back to the Heart and Soul a little bit, but the Civic Foundation is also putting together a grant program this year. And we had a number of different grants that we gave out, probably about $15,000 to $20,000 of grants that we gave to residents and community groups. Vanessa, do you have some of those lists of people that we gave? If not, that's okay, because I do know this weekend, Earth Day, Munster Sustainability Group received money to host 3 different events. And also coming up on June 16th, which is, I believe it's Flag Day, is the Munster... June 14th.
Yeah.
Is going to be a really neat thing, and it's the Munster Junior Historical Society that's putting on this event.
Yeah.
Not the Historical Society. These are kids, these are children in school that are working with Dr. Chicky Wolf to put together a birthday celebration for the Munsters, for the Munsters birthday celebration of the history of the America's 250th birthday
It's a
party.
birthday party.
It's a birthday party
it's
for
a birthday
250
party.
years old.
They'll have pony rides and a marching band. Don't forget that. Dr. Chick
all
Wolf said that. Yeah.
It's all real good stuff. But again, also one of the things the Civic Foundation is doing, kind of in partnership with the Heart and Soul, is this kick off the summer.
Yes.
Where we're doing this. If there's a group in town, can you kind of maybe give a little bit of history or a little bit of context to the kick off the summer?
Yeah, so the kickoff to summer will be on Tuesday, June 2nd from 5:30 to 8:30. There will be live music, community booths, and activities for all ages. And several of those community booths will be some of the grant recipients that will be there to promote the events that they're having, like Dr. Chicky Wolf and Paul Nelson, hopefully, who will be promoting some of the sustainability efforts, and also like Cruisin' the Ridge car show that will be coming up on, Saturday, August 29th. So there'll be a lot of different community booths, and even those who just have an organization within town that want to promote their event, whether it's the Juneteenth event, they'll all be there, and you can get more information about what's going to be happening.
Yeah, and I think the purpose of that kickoff the summer is really to show people how many different activities there are during the summertime.
Yeah.
In fact, we went through 25 minutes of the show now. We haven't even talked about the summer concert series.
Yeah.
Certainly there's one at the Munster Town Hall on Sundays, but there's also the Civic Foundation concert series on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, Tuesdays rock.
Tuesdays rock. And again, there's, what is there, about 5 or 6 different Tuesday nights, Vanessa, throughout
about
summer?
7.
And again, we certainly look forward to making sure that people know about those. So again, Tuesday, June 2nd, a great day to put on your calendar to come out. The Highland Community Band is going to be playing beginning 6:30, 7 o'clock sometime in that area. But come out a little bit early, find out all the different booths that are going on throughout the town.
Yeah.
Just to kind of wrap up, Vanessa, we have anything else we want to talk about the Heart and Soul?
Just get involved. If you're interested in volunteering, please contact me. Again, it's munsterheartandsoul@gmail.com, or like us on Facebook.
And Vanessa, I can't thank you enough for all the work and effort that you've been going through right here to get everything going. I think the Heart and Soul program is something that people are going to hear a lot about throughout the next couple years.
Yeah.
Feel free to, if you don't know or you want to have more information, just contact the town hall. Anything else, we've given out some emails here. Best thing to do is if you don't know anything, you forget some of the numbers, 219-836-6900. That's the main town hall number. Give them a call and they'll direct you over to everything else. Liz, I also want to come back to you just, again, to say thank you very much for your efforts.
My pleasure.
And anything else that you want to kind of just wrap up with the Beauty in the Box program?
No, I'm just really, really excited to see the new boxes coming out. I was thrilled when the first round came out, and we've heard lots of good buzz around town, and so it's going to be even better. But we still have boxes to sell. So please contact us. Again, contact Town Hall or Munster.org and look for the Civic Foundation. You'll find us. But we'd love to work with you and help you beautify Munster.
And very good. Vanessa, Liz, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
My name is Chuck Gardner. Thank you for listening and watching the show. And next Tuesday, or 2 weeks from now, after the next council meeting, Dave Nellens will be back on hosting the show, and maybe this will go a little